name is Dale Sterfen. I'm going to be presenting a book. I'm going to be presenting a book cover project. It was a group project, and I chose it because it was the most meaningful project that we did this entire year, in my opinion. My role was the researcher, and it helped me find reliable internet sources and key details in the passage. The process of making the project was we read the book, The Story of the Buffalo Soldiers, The Forgotten Heroes. We summarized each chapter, and then we wrote a final summary of the entire book. That's right here. And after that, we illustrated, as you can see, the little illustrations and the big buffalo. The time to complete the project was probably more or less 4 weeks. And my goal for the next year is to finish the school year with a high A, play 3 sports. I always want to excel at everything I do, and athletics and academics are nothing short. So, the characters were the Native Americans, and the setting was the Midwest, better known as the Great Plains. The conflict was Native Americans were fighting, getting put onto the reservations, and the Buffalo Soldiers were put out there to put them onto the reservations. So it was kind of ironic because the Buffalo Soldiers, or African Americans, had been sent to North America without their own consent, during slavery times. It was kind of ironic because now the African Americans are being forced to put the Native Americans onto reservations. So now you might be thinking, gee, why are they called Buffalo Soldiers? Well, they got the name from Native Americans because of their fighting spirit and British care. The reason we did this project was to read and summarize a book, learn about historical events, and illustrate a book cover. Thinking back, we had a few struggles during this project. Some people weren't working, and I decided that they had to sign off on what they did, on what they accomplished that day. So that took care of the problems pretty quickly. In college, you do a lot of research. I guess you guys have been to college. In college, you have to do a lot of research and summaries. So I can actually use this knowledge that I learned in the project in the real world. The habits of hard mind that I used during this project were perseverance, because at one time, this book was like more than 20 chapters of 50 pages. So we thought that we couldn't finish the book, but we persevered and we got through it. And the creativity was, the buffalo and all the illustrations. We just used a lot of creativity in this, because, who else would have thought to do some little illustrations down there, a big buffalo on the front? And thank you for your time, effort, and listening. Are there any questions?
Dale,
You were first.
I'm sorry. Dale, if there was anything you could change about this project, what would you like to have done differently if the teacher could have presented it in a different way?
I think I would probably rather have a little bit more time on this. Probably, because right here, you can see it's a pail. You can see it's a pail right here, and right here we didn't have any pail color going around. So I wish we could have finished it a little bit better, kind of had a little go back over it, maybe outlined some stuff with Sharpie. And I wish I could have really worked a little bit harder on this, because to be honest, our group only started cracking down after we only had 3 weeks to do it. So I think that's what I would change in the project if I could do it again.
Was it hard motivating the group?
Sometimes Aunt Taylor was talking, sometimes Frank wanted to be on his Chromebook, but we kind of pulled through it. And it wasn't that hard to get them back, because, like, all we had to say was, like, this is 4th grade, you need to get this done, so.
Did you choose the book or you were assigned the book?
We were assigned the book. The people, other groups got, like, one was Not Guilty. They were more historical books. I think one group got assigned a historical fiction book, but we got just historical.
Did any of the projects that the other students did it make you interested in reading what they read? Or did you learn about their book at all?
We didn't go really, because after we finished this, we kind of just cut it. No, that's it. Because I mean, it took a while, so we just kind of wanted to get it over with and start a new project, because it was really time consuming reading the book and working on this, and we had to kind of set a deadline to finish.
I mean, from those projects to read, did you feel encouraged to read what they got to read?
Yeah, because I saw some of the projects look really, really cool, like just fascinating. I think one had like, I'll just reference the Not Guilty one again. One had like some bars and then like a guy's hands on them, and it kind of looked mysterious, and I kind of wanted to read it, but I haven't gotten around to reading it.
So y'all presented these at Expo? Is that correct?
They
So
were
what-
just kind of put on tables, and
So y'all didn't get to share
we could be like, oh yeah, we did this. And
as a group though? You did it as a group that time?
Was it more of a gallery
it was
walk?
more
Okay.